Hello campers, it is I, Paul Hughes. I am the Lord of Leisure, and welcome to another Aftermath video here at the cinema, where I've just come from watching something I did not ever expect to see in a million years. Captain Underpants in his first epic movie. Just saying that title out loud is fantastic, and yes. It is as stupid as it sounds, and you know what? Absolutely enjoyed it. Surprised me, actually, over its short running time. I came away laughing. To be perfectly honest, obviously being the only 34-year-old in a kids' film and showing on a Sunday morning, looking a bit like this is dodgy as fuck. I do freely admit that. And yeah, parents are probably concerned as anything, but sorry. But honestly, I don't regret it. It was actually pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, they lingered on some of the pants stuff a bit too much. But remarkably, it was damn good. I actually cared about what happened, unlike strangely Valerian. I came away with a smile on my face and remarkably Tralalaaaaaaaaa in my voice. The plot is, as much as you can insanely say so, is basically two friends at school have a principal who basically doesn't like fun in any shape or form, is a rather lonely principal as well, except he does have a slight crush on the dinner lady, and the dinner lady likes him too. They like. But somehow they hypnotize their school principal with a plastic ring, and they turn him into Captain Underpants, a guy who flies around in his underpants. And stuff just gets more bizarre and worse from there. And unfortunately, while being Captain Underpants, the school principal employs Professor P. And when you find out what his actual surname is, that is basically his entire reason for being the film's bad guy. There is... They break the fourth wall constantly, the two main characters, and they're actually quite innocent and sweet. They just get on with it. They have a lovely friendship, and for some reason, in order to have a flashback, one of them needs to have an afro, because that's the only way to show a previous time. There's a running joke with the secretary to the principal just being on hold waiting for $1 billion all the time, and wonderful payoff at the end. Now, some of the humor, obviously, but for the most part, this is really odd. I was laughing more than the kids in there, so what does that say about me as a whole? But it was enjoyable. I mean, for a kids' film, don't get me wrong, the orchestra of whoopee cushions is something to behold. Pretty much, yes, you just have to be there. But suffice to say that, as it stands, I enjoyed Captain Underpants in his first epic movie a lot more than Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. What the hell does that say? I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously two different films, it goes without saying, but they were just more enjoyable. The characters were much more enjoyable. The story, as ridiculous it is, was just a lot... You just went along with it, regardless. And I tell you what, some of the best bits you just didn't see coming, even though maybe you should. I don't know. I mean, there was this one bit where, it's our film, but due to budget and everything else, we're just going to have to do this flip book thing for an action sequence. I loved it. And he's One of the kids is obsessed. One of the main characters. Yeah, they're both kids in the elementary school, obviously. Obsessed with putting in dolphins everywhere in every bit of the comic strips. It's wonderful. It genuinely is wonderful. And this was based on a series of books in America. I'd never heard of Captain Underpants before, but you know what? As silly as this is going to sound, I want to see more Captain Underpants. I'm trying to say that with a straight face, but I can't. Captain Underpants in his first epic film, I would happily recommend, actually. I mean, even if you don't come to the cinema as I have, to actually spend your hard-earned cash on it, at some point, yeah, take the time out and just enjoy some silliness. So I heartily recommend this, and surprisingly recommend this over Valerian. Which is still weird to say. But there we are, campers. You know, it's a tale of two films so far, and there is more to come, obviously. But for now, I'm going to go and snooze before the next film, which is Journey to the Center of the Planet of the Apes, or whatever, the Battle for the Planet of the Apes thing with Woody Harrelson later on. But for now, campers, take it easy, and I will see you all again very, very soon. But until then, tra-la-la!